De produtos?
Are you having a mental breakdown? No. I was 9 years old when I told my mum I wanted to cut my hair. I'd seen a picture of Pink in a magazine back when she had that really short crop. And I told my mum that's what I wanted. She tried to persuade me not to, saying I'd have to style it with hairdryer and hair products. But I didn't care. I wanted short hair. My mum relented and I got it cut and I loved it. I felt so badass, this tomboy, short-haired girl. Just like Pink.
Why do you look like that?
There was one boy in school who didn't like it and he told me about it. And he'd say other things and get other people to say them too. He fancied my sister for a while and gave her a notebook full of rap lyrics that he'd written. I found it in her room and there was this one verse that said, since I cut my hair short, I may as well cut my fucking head off. He said he'd do it himself. Years later, I saw this guy at a music festival, or rather he saw me, and I didn't actually recognize him at first, which made me feel great, but could have also been because I was pretty drunk. He let me have some of his MDMA and I snorted it through a straw from a bag that he had. And before I'd even started coming up, I remember thinking how much I wanted him to think I was hot and think I was cool, and how much I wanted him to want me. And honestly, if I didn't start tripping so hard that I thought my skeleton was made of ice lolly sticks, I probably would have fucked him. I'm not a sad slut. Okay, I've slept with a lot of people. I've slept with a lot of boys. Oh my God, I thought she was a lesbian. She looks like a lesbian. You look like a fucking dyke. Sleeping with men made me feel like the kind of pretty that people wanted me to be. The kind of pretty that everyone agrees on. The kind of pretty that makes people describe you as pretty when they talk about you. So sleeping with a guy who wrote about murdering me in school would be the ultimate validation, right? I'd be undeniably pretty. Right? Whenever I dated men, I never felt feminine enough anyway. Not in my mannerisms, my interests, and I would always grow my hair out to appease what I thought they wanted. Sometimes they would just tell me that that's what they wanted. And then when I dated women, I still wanted the approval of men. I once cheated on a girlfriend to sleep with a guy who looked like someone from Hollyoaks. And I don't even mean a specific actor from Hollyoaks, I just mean someone who looks like they could be in Hollyoaks. Like really fit. That's it. I used to run in high school. I ran cross country. I'm no good at sprints because my legs are too short, but long distance running in miserable weather and muddy fields, that I can do. When I first started running, my PE teachers would tell me to keep going and that I was looking good. They would say, "Keep going, you're looking good," as I ran past them. I think they probably said that to everyone who ran past. But here's the thing, when I started running, I also started smoking and I stopped eating. So I was losing weight. And that's what I thought they meant when they said I was looking good. I thought they meant just me. And then other people started to notice I was losing weight and they said I was looking good too. So I just kept not eating and kept on running. And then it became a thing. But this isn't about that. This is just about me running. Lots of people run and lots of people feel great because of it. People do ultra marathons. I'm not doing that. I'm just running. I'm just running and it's fine. It's fun. Look at me. I'm not hurting myself.
Is that a boy or a girl?
I'm a girl. It's just sometimes I feel like you're making yourself unattractive. In the beginning, God created the heaven and the earth. And the earth was without form, and the darkness was upon the face of the deep. And God said, "Let there be light." And there was light. And God saw the light, that it was good. And God divided the light from the darkness. And God called the light man, and the darkness he called woman. And God said, "Let there be competition in the midst of the genders, and let it divide the women from the women." And God made the rule, and God divided the women, who were under the control of the men, and ensured that the women were in pursuit of validation from the men. And it was so. And God called this arrangement heavenly. And God said, "Let there be queer women in the firmament of the earth, but let them be for men, and for porn, and for fantasies. And let them be for visual pleasure in the manner of heterosexual women, to give hope upon man." And God said, "Let man under no circumstance be rejected by the women, but if they do, are forgiven for all atrocities they may commit." And God called this rule male privilege, and the gathering together of the women he called a bunch of slaves. And God saw that it was good.
Sucking on my titties like you wanted me, calling me all the time like Blondie. Check out my Chrissy behind, it's fine all of the time, like sex on the beaches. What else is in the teachers of peaches? Huh, what?
And God said, "Let the men bring forth more money than the women, so that the female, yielding seed, will forever feel reliant on the man, and indoctrinated to believe that she needs the approval of them." And the women brought forth cooking and cleaning, and an ass that won't quit. And man, yielding fruit whose seed was in itself, brought mediocrity to everything. And God saw that it was good.
Sucking on my titties like you wanted me, calling me all the time like Blondie. Check out my Chrissy behind, it's fine all of the time, like sex on the beaches. What else is in the teachers of peaches? Huh,
And God
what?
said, "Let man have dominion over the clothes of the women, and over the makeup on their skin, and over the size of their bodies, and over every creeping thing that creepeth upon the earth. So God created man in his own image. In the image of God, he created him.
Fuck the pain away. 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 Fuck the pain away.
And God
Fuck the
blessed
pain
them both,
away.
and God said
Fuck
unto
the
them,
pain away.
be fruitful and multiply. Replenish the earth as is a woman's duty, and subdue the voice of resistance through shame and self-hatred. And God saw everything that he made, and behold, it was very good.
What else is in the teachers of peaches and sex on the beaches? What? Right on. Fuck the pain away. 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 Fuck the pain away.
Is that your boyfriend?
I'm a girl.
I'm worried about what people will think of you.
That's easy, Stan. What matters most to me is self-love. There's a lot of pressure nowadays to love ourselves. And I can see why you think this would be easy for me with my conventional good looks, my beautiful long hair, and my perfectly palatable personality. But you see, it's taken me a long time to show myself the love I know I deserve. So I'd like to share with you some of the ways that I practice self-love. I only eat carbs every other Sunday because I care about my health. These extensions are 100% human hair because my scalp feels no irritation. 6 times a week I work out with a personal trainer who reminds me of how fat I could be if I stopped. He really cares. 3 times a week my dermatologist uses acid to burn the top layer of my skin off and wraps me in cling film to sweat out toxins from my body. Sometimes she wraps it so tight it brings a tear to my eye. And as I sit in the incubation tub, I get so hot I think I'm going to pass out, but that's when I know it's really working. Stan, I own many scented candles. My moisturizer contains bird shit and is imported from Japan. I upload everything I eat to Instagram. I post every workout I do to Instagram. I encourage others to be better and hashtag love yourselves. I only have pretty friends. I only wear pastels and earth tones. I never refuse my Uber even if I feel uncomfortable. I never voice my opinions because arguing is ugly. I never question people. I always apologize. I'm scared to stop counting calories. I'm not like other women. I'm scared he'll leave if I don't say yes every time. I never ask for what I want. I don't go out alone. I'm scared of men. I'm scared of me. I'm really scared, Stan.
You Rachel's brother?
I'm a girl.
Are you having a mental
I'm worried
breakdown
about
Is that a
what
boy
people
or
will
a
think of
girl?
you?
I
Why have you
can't
done
Why
this
do you
to
look like
yourself?
that?
Are you having a
I
mental
can't
breakdown?
look at you.
We go where we like, we got overtime, we get paid to rattle our chains. We go in the back, paint our money black, spend it on the enemy. Sleeping in the church, riding in the dirt, put a banner over my grave. Make a body weak, make a beggar hurt, sell me something big.
That's it.